And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
We play to win. Let's go!
Here we go. 15, run. 15 run.
Tight right.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Let's go.
They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Mike, number 50.
Hey, high 7.
Let's go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. You ain't doing nothing.
Here's Mallett. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
80 weapon.
Let's go, D. Check.
Two.
Mallett now. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check. Go. Check 99.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Saints nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Come on, let's go.
Ready.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Big grip.
Off play action. Gordon. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Ready, go.
They'll run it with Jones.
Go, run.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Slam. 6-6. Pull it high.
Take 4. Under 10. 10.
5.
To throw on 3rd down. Gordon. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You draw quarter.
Watch out.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints, nothing.
Down. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
On first down, Gordon. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's third down and goal to go.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Hey, Delta.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? From the gun, Gordon. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
For the field goal. A 28-yard position.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score. Bengals 14, Saints 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Saints take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gordon into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Choose the mic right here over there, right? Pick and choose the mic.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Check your hot read. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
Hey, 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 hey.
Watch the twist. Check 43.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Hey, switch gears.
Let's go.
And they let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Jones. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a man. That's Marshall. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Watch tight end. Keenan tight end.
And an alley to run. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Check it backer.
22 jet bomber. Hey, Charlie! Get it ready!
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
60 outlaw!
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Jim.
Throwing on first down. Gordon. For Marshall, that's complete. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun, Gordon. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
It's our time.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st down, Bengals.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
They'll look to throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Harris. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DeAndre Hopkins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. What's good on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check nickel.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, box drop. Hit it.
Back to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Big dance. Go. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Ready.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
We go.
Ready up.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, lights. Go.
Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Saints take over
Let's
first
go,
and 10
boys. Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st and 10, Gordon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The give to Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. A run, it's Murray. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Big hit.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Ready.
Record. Back. Switch.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon, throw caught here by Bird. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. This one into the hands of Burton.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 17.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 3rd down, Gordon. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Saints 17.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Recon, 132 fighter.
I smell fear in that offense.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Harris. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Two-jet bomber. You're out. Watch the whip. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 5.
Now back to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They shakes it off. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now Balaj. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check 31, check 31. Watch safety screen, watch it. Ready. Safety screen, come.
Here's a run with Balaj. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Harris. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Watch the turn, watch the turn.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2nd and 13. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Let's go now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
6-6. Pull it high.
3 down. Check 26. Check 26. 36. 36.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Yep.
From the gun, Gordon. This complete to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. 2nd and 4. It's complete to Hopkins. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Gordon. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra. Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there for Cincinnati. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Cincinnati, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home